of the visitors from South Arkansas. We'll give you those real quickly. Number 0, Taziah Buford. Number 1, Zoe Nation. Number 3, Emma Kate McBride. Number 5, J.C. Bishop. And number 11, Kylie Portillas. That's going to be your starters. Now we'll get the starters for your homestanding Lady Bulldogs. Nani Wright, the 5'9" sophomore from Belzona. Savannah Haley, she is the 5'8" sophomore guard from Centerville. The 5'9" freshman guard from Winona, Bella Roberts. A transfer, Zaya Shields, originally from Newton, comes to Holmes from Pearl River Community College. She's a 5'8" guard. And a freshman forward, 6 foot, Kelsey Frederick, former Grenada Charger. So those are your starters for tonight's contest between the Lady Bulldogs and the Lady Stars of South Arkansas Community College. Bridget Goodnight in her third season head coach of the Holmes Community College Lady Bulldogs, the Batesville native. Played at Northwest Blue Mountain, and before coming to Holmes was a head coaching experience at Judson College. So here we go. We're going to get this one started off very quickly. It looks like Nani Wright will do the jump for the Lady Bulldogs. Can't quite make out the number just yet. Hasn't quite turned towards me. That is going to be Lexi Robinson to jump for the Stars. There's a throw in the tip. It's controlled by the Stars. Robinson tips it over to Nation, who gives it back off in the backcourt. She'll throw it forward back to Nation on the wing. One in the offense. Portrilla is the leading scorer. She's going to drive, go up with the right hand. Can't get it to go. Rebound is banked in by Robinson. Able to get a rebound and a put back, and the Stars are on the board first. Nani Wright gets it. She's working on the wing, has it kicked away. It rolls over to Bella Roberts, who picks it up. She'll try to go in. Awkward shot being bounced around under the goal now. And someone zigged when they should have zagged and throws it out. It'll be a turnover. It'll go back to the Stars. The ball kind of bouncing around down there. And one tried to tip it over to Savannah Haley. And Haley thought they were going to throw it up the court, so she took off running. Quick throw down in the paint is tipped away and stolen by the Bulldogs. That's going to be Zaya Shields, who tips it away. She throws it up quickly to Haley. Haley going to transition three over too much, and it is rebounded by Nani Wright, who puts one up off too hard off the glass. Rebound pulled down by Zoe Nation. Nation gives off to Buford. Buford going to stop, pull up a long three off the side of the rim. Not there. It'll roll out of bounds. It'll be Lady Bulldogs basketball. So we're rolling very quickly here. Fast-paced game early as Wright inbounds it to Zaya Shields. Shields throws it in the corner to Frederick. Frederick goes up top to Haley. Haley front-facing three. Not there. Cleared the rebound was Zoe Nation. Nation crossing the Holmes logo. She'll dip it off to Buford. Buford going to pull up a three from the wing. That one's too long. Nani Wright tips it over the end line. It'll stay on this end of the court as Wright. She was the last one to touch it. The Lady Bulldogs going with the home-standing white. So, sort of a maroonish, I can call that maroon, if you would. Maroon and gold, maybe, for the Stars of Winona. Quick three on the way up the floor was no good, off the mark by Bella Roberts. Long rebound is hauled in by Taziah Buford. Buford looking for someone, gives it off to Portillas. She's going to try to drive, kick it off last second. Spinning jump shot, no good, off the mark. That was Alina Milton. Lady Bulldogs push it up in transition. Frederick will drive, throw up a hard one. Not there, but she is fouled. She'll go to the line. I believe that foul is going to go against Nation. This will be her first. teams first. Frederick will go to the line. She's a 50% free throw shooter. We had a little change there as Haley had to come in and get in. Now the shot goes in and out. Rebound is cleared by the Stars. Still 2-0. About 2.5 minutes have ticked off here in the first quarter of play. Buford on a spin and walked with the basketball. She tried to stop. She used 2 or 3 pivot foots there. You turnover, give the ball back to the Lady Bulldogs. Still trying to find their first basket, their first points here of the game. Frederick throws it across to Roberts. Roberts up top to Haley. Haley going down low. Now Frederick going to go up off the glass. Not there. But she is fouled. And that foul will go against Milton. Her first, team's second. So Frederick was able to make the first one. She's a 50% free throw shooter, 6.5 points a game. Good under the basket, though. 10.5 rebounds, and hey, she ties the ball game. Goes 2 for 2. 7-17. Looks like the Lady Bulldogs going to go with the full court press defense here. Buford and Portillo's exchanging passes. Now they break it across the half court stripe. There's a 3 on the way from Nation, and she drains it. So Zoe Nation drills in a 3, and looks like that. The tie's broken. The Stars lead it. Nani Wright had her pocket picked on a drive in, tip up. The Stars are going to run it up, and they will get a stop and a bank in by Nation, and that makes it 7-2. And Coach Goodnight wants a timeout. Going to let her team regroup here. 6:47 to go. This is a 30-second timeout. Appreciate you tuning in here on the Cardinal Channel. Steve Diffie's been on assignment out in Arizona, Tucson, Arizona, today, really all week long, since Sunday when the Holmes Community College Lady Bulldogs soccer team went out to play in the national tournament. Today ended up being the final game for Coach Wesley Noble and the team as they lose to Jones College 4-0. Finished the year with a final record of 19-3. So Lady Bulldogs disappointed they were unable to play for a championship, but hey, that's a great season. 30-second timeout was over. And it's a 7-2 lead for the Stars of South Arkansas. On the drive in, this will be a blocking foul called. That's going to go against Buford. So that's her first, team's third. The foul was on, let's see, Savannah Haley. Haley's an 87% free throw shooter, so she makes that first one. No doubt about it. Almost effortless there. Makes both of them. Six and a half minutes to play as Buford walks it across the floor, exchanging passes along the perimeter. Man-to-man defense for the Lady Bulldogs. Long 3 on the way by Buford, and she drains it. Well, the Stars shoot it at 31% from the three-point line so far. They're doubling that. They're at 66%. They made 2 out of 3 on the drive in. It's banked off the glass by Zaya Shields. So she's got 2 points. Makes it 10-6. The lead benefiting the visitors from Southern Arkansas. Going to call a travel there on Buford. She got it on the wing and tried to drive in and dribble it before she made her move. Nani Wright inbounds to Zaya Shields. Shields will be met by Buford at the Holmes logo. Picked up her dribble, looking for someone. Throws it across to Bella Roberts. Roberts going to try to drive up, has it blocked, but also gets fouled. A foul is going to go against Lexi Robinson. That's her first. Team's fourth. Checking into the ball game for the Stars is J.C. Bishop. That one bounces off the back iron, not there for Roberts. But she's able to make the second half of the free throw attempts. Cuts it back to a 3-point game, 10-7. Quick throw. Bishop's left wide open in the corner. Thought about pulling. Now she's going to try to go down low. That ball is tipped and knocked out of bounds by Kelsey Frederick, but some good defense because the Stars had Elena Milton just kind of camped out wide open under the goal there. As Haley goes out, DeAndrea Stovall will check in for the Lady Bulldogs, the 5'6" freshman from Doddsville, Mississippi. Former Gentry Ram. We got a whistle and another foul. This one will be against Nation. That's her second, team's fifth. So Shields will go to the line. And Emma Kate McBride checked into the ball game for the Stars. First free throw is good for Shields. Shields can cut it to a 1-point game if she's able to nail this one. Just 60% free throw shooter. And she makes it. 10-9, under the 5-minute mark to go here, first quarter. Sort of a three-quarter press defense here for Coach Goodnight and the Lady Bulldogs. Stars able to get it across the timeline. It's Buford. She's going to try to drive, throw up a little floater, and gets the shooter's touch. That rolls in and good. She's got 5 points. Back out to a 3-point lead for the Stars. Andrea Stovall brings it up, gives it off to Bella Roberts, finding a backdoor cut by Shields, who throws it up off the glass, no good. Lady Bulldogs had it set up how you want it, not able to finish. 3 on the way from the corner by Emma Kate McBride is good. Boy, the Stars are shooting from the 3-point arc tonight. That's already the third one. Little dump-off pass goes to Frederick. She's going to go up and can't get anything to go. She'll bring it back down. Get back to Portillas up at the top of the key. Give and go down low. Elena Milton catches it, but there's going to be a foul on Holmes prior to the shot. Looks like that one's going to go against Shields. That's her first, team's first. I'll inbound the ball under the goal. Get it into Portillas. She'll drive. Spin move. Goes up with the left hand. Good. Pretty move by Kylie Portillas. And she's got her first points of the game. 17-9. She's the leading scorer. She's just now getting on the board. Shows you the Stars can really spread it out. Andrea Stovall trying to go down low to Nani Wright. Nani Wright working. She'll be pushed, and she will go to the line. See how that foul goes on. There's a few candidates there. It's going to be against Emma Kate McBride. So Nani's going to shoot 2. First one rolls off the left iron, no good. So far in the season, Nani Wright's a 60% free throw shooter. She does average 16.5 points a game. She nails that one. 17-10. Stars of South Arkansas with the 7-point lead. Buford trying to go down low. Now there's a fake by Emma McBride. She'll drive and put up a little floater shot over the outstretched arms of Zaya Shields, and it goes in good, 19-10. In transition on a three, rattles in and out for Bella Roberts. Another three on the way, rattled in by J.C. Bishop. And the Stars have their largest lead of the game, 22-10. And that draws a whistle and a timeout from Coach Goodnight. That's going to be a full 60 timeout. So, I'll tell you about the upcoming schedule. We got this game tonight, and then the next game is going to be this Saturday. Both teams going to be traveling to Louisiana to take on Baton Rouge. Next time they'll be here at Frank Branch Coliseum will be Tuesday, November 28th. Both teams will be taking on Delgado. The teams opened the season with Delgado. They went to New Orleans, and the Lady Bulldogs lost that one, but the men were able to win that game. And then the women have a game here on Thursday, November 30th against Southwest. And then both teams will go on the road Monday, December 4th. They'll travel down to Wesson to take on the Wolves of Colin. So that's what the upcoming schedule looks like as we break from the timeout. Let's see, we got a sub in. Caitlin Levy comes in the ball game for the Lady Bulldogs. Everything else looks to remain the same. Connie Wright gets it in the wing. Running around the perimeter are the Lady Bulldogs. Levy trying to look for someone. A long three on the way from Bella Roberts. No good. Rebound by Shields. She puts it back up, goes to the deck. And then high off the glass putback for Levy is off the mark. And the Stars pull down the rebound. Buford driving, going to try to go coast to coast. Dumps it off last second to Elena Milton. Milton with her first points of the game. 24-10 at the 2-minute mark. Running the point for the Lady Bulldogs is DeAndrea Stovall. Gives off to Roberts. Roberts looking for some help. Missed a backdoor cut down there to Levy. Now she's left all alone. She'll go up and bank home a 1 for 2. That's just the second field goal of the game for the Lady Bulldogs. Everything else has come from the free throw line. That gets it back to a 12-point deficit, 24-12. And that pass is tipped and thrown away. They're going to say that it was indeed tipped, last touch by one of the Lady Bulldogs. So will remain on this end of the court. Quick inbounds pass goes to Bishop, who threw up a three. Lady Bulldogs are kind of just getting back on that end of the court. They were going quickly. Now Stovall going to try to drive and put up a left hand. She's fouled as she entered the paint. She'll get a chance to shoot a couple of free ones. Foul goes against Milton. It's her second. We had a couple of subs coming in for the Stars. First one was Logan Smith. I'll get you that other name after this first shot. The left-handed free throw attempt is no good for Stovall. Alicia Skanes is the other sub for the Stars. Second half of the free throw attempts are good. 24-13. We approach the minute mark of the first quarter. Pass is tipped and will go out of bounds. Last touch by Caitlin Levy. So it will be Logan Smith to inbound it to Josiah Buford, as we are under a minute to play. Zone defense here for the Lady Bulldogs as Portillo's looks like she wants to pull a three now. Going to throw it across to Buford. Buford in the corner to Smith. Smith will drive. Put up a quick shot. No good. Not there. Rebound fought for. Going to be a foul against the Stars. That one's going to be on Portillo's, I think. Yep. That's her first. So, Kelsey Frederick goes to the line. She's already 2 for 2. Now she's 3 for 3. Trying to cut it back to a single-digit lead for the Stars. If she can finish this one, she does. 24-15 with 40 seconds to play in the first quarter. Lady Bulldogs keeping with that zone defense as Buford tries to drive, has it blocked, but they're going to say that Frederick got a little bit more than just ball. So Buford will go to the line to shoot. It's Buford's first. It's just the second on Holmes. Buford with 5 points already in the contest. Banks that one off the back iron. No good. A little bit too hard. Second attempt on the way, and that one's drained in and good. 6 points to lead all scorers in the ball game for Zia Buford. Shot clock's turned off, so Lady Bulldogs can hold for the final shot. Nani Wright working, spins, puts up a right-hand shot, no good, gets her own rebound, but she'll be called for over the back, it looks like. Yep, that is what she was called for. So 14 seconds to go, and the Stars will let the ball roll to the midcourt stripe. As Buford picks it up, bounce pass down low, and goes off the foot of her teammate. So now the Lady Bulldogs will have a chance to hope for the final shot of the first quarter. Right, inbounds it to Stovall. Stovall pushing it forward. She'll stop. Kicking out to Frederick, goes through her legs. A shot at the buzzers, no good. As it rolled away, Bella Roberts was able to get one up. But after the first quarter, it is South Arkansas 25, Holmes 15. So get set for the second quarter of play. Give you a look at leaders so far. We mentioned Josiah Buford leads things for all scorers. She has 6 points. Zoe Nation with 5. Emma Kate McBride with 5. J.C. Bishop has 3. Portillas has 3. Lexi Robinson has 2. And that's the scoring for the visitors from South Arkansas. For the Lady Bulldogs, you have Kelsey Frederick with 4 points. Zia Shields with 2. Bella Roberts has 3. DeAndrea Stovall has 1. Nani Wright has 1. And Shields has 2. That's the scoring breakdown as we start the second quarter. It'll be Lady Bulldogs basketball. Nani Wright will inbound it to Stovall. Stovall drives, gives off to Bella Roberts. Roberts throws back to Stovall. Stovall going to drive, put up a left-handed shot that's off the front iron, rebounded by Emma Kate McBride. Throws it back across to Logan Smith, who hands off to Buford. Buford going to try to drive. She'll stop, spin, throw up, and gets the shooter's touch. She continues to be hot. 8 points now in the game for Josiah Buford. That is saved over the end line by the Savannah Haley, but pulled out of the air by the South Arkansas Stars are now working it at the other end. Trilla's, she was almost guilty of a travel there. I think most of the Bulldog fans in attendance thought it was a travel. Now they get the travel call as Buford was trying to spin. She got tied up against DeAndrea Stovall, and she was guilty of it. Bella Roberts will inbound it. Stovall working the point. And guarded in the backcourt by Logan Smith as she crosses the logo. Bella Roberts will launch a three, and she's found it. So Roberts with 6 points in the game now, 27-18, back to single digits. Logan Smith working the top of the key. She'll hand off to McBride, and she is called for a travel. Looks like we got another sub coming in for the Stars. That's going to be Trinity Kussmaul. We got to hold away from the ball before the shot. So that will go against McBride. That's her second. It's the first team foul here in the second quarter for the Stars. Quick inbounds pass. Bella Roberts able to break through the defense and bank one home. Roberts helping the Lady Bulldogs crawl back into it. 7-point lead. Now Roberts tips the pass away. Savannah Haley pulls it out of the air. Lady Bulldogs pushing it forward. Kick out to right. Steps inside the arc for a long two that goes too hard off the far side of the rim. Rebound goes to South Arkansas. Emma Kate McBride trying to cross the midcourt logo, being guarded by Haley. And then we get called for an offensive foul. A push-off there. Guilty of that was, they're going to say that was Kussmaul, who just came into the ball game. So that's her first. It's a man-to-man defense here for the Stars. A hard bounce pass down low. Wright holds on to it, but I believe she was held. That's Kussmaul. There are two quick fouls against her. Makes three for the quarter. Quick inbounds pass to Bella Roberts, who launches a three, and she's got it. 11 points for the freshman from Winona. It's back to a 4-point game. Zoe Nation in the corner to McBride. This time, Kussmaul will get one, throw it up. Bella Roberts better alter the shot. Nani Wright tipped the rebound off to Roberts, who almost lost it in the backcourt. Roberts throws it up, and then a drive in by Shields. Ball is on the court, diving for it, bodies everywhere. Last touch by someone with a maroon jersey. So the ball will stay on the Holmes end of the court. Haley looking for someone. Will bounce it into DeAndrea Shields. Too hard off the glass. Right skies for the rebound. Now she'll pull it back out. Pull it back out and reset right around the logo. All right, kicks it off on the wing to Shields, who launches a long three. Not there. Rebound, Emma-Kate McBride. Find Zoe Nation, her teammate, on the other end of the floor. Now Nation wants to stop, drive, throw up an awkward shot, but it goes in. She's got 7 points. Doesn't matter how it looks as long as it goes in. And that's exactly what happened there. That was a little off-balance, awkward look. But, hey, able to get it in. Nani Wright's first attempt's not there, but cleaning up the rebound is Savannah Haley. That calls for a quick timeout from Coach Nate Evans. He's the women's coach for South Arkansas. Give you the rundown on South Arkansas. 1-3 on the season. They lost last game. They won the last game big. East Texas Baptist JV. That was a game. I think it was yesterday they played that game, and then they do have a win earlier this week. It was from I believe, from a forfeit. But they've played Colin twice, lost to them both times, and they opened the season with a very close 72-70 loss against Southern Shreveport, averaging 72.5 points per game, shoot 32% from the field, 61% from the free throw line. So a little tail of the tape, if you will, of the South Arkansas Lady Stars from El Dorado, Arkansas, as I got the confirmation that is how it's said there in Arkansas. I know in other places of the world it's called El Dorado, but not in Arkansas, apparently. It's El Dorado. About 3.5 hours from Goodman. Ball tipped away out of bounds. Last touch by Savannah Haley in front of the Holmes bench. 6:01 to play. It's still a 4-point lead for South Arkansas. Throw down to Milton. Milton looking for some help. She'll give it off to Buford. Pulls it up from 15 feet. No, she dumps it off from 15 feet. Turnaround jump shot no good for Lexi Robinson. Rebound, Lady Bulldogs. Here comes Nani Wright. Wright will try to go coast to coast. Has it blocked hard by Milton. If I have that correctly, that should be Milton's third foul. That is Milton's third foul. So Nani Wright will go to the line. She's got 1 point. She made one of two free throws in that first quarter. Leaves that one a little short. Nani Wright, the 5'9" sophomore. Belzona. That one won't roll in either. Not able to get either of the free ones. Rebound controlled by the Stars. Only Portrillas trying to do something. Picked up her dribble, looking for some help there. That's going to be tipped and stolen away by Wright. Wright on a breakaway. She'll lay it up and in. Good off the glass. 2 points. Now we're back to a 2-point game. Lady Bulldogs weathered the storm as Zoe Nation drives. Kick back out to Milton at the top of the key. Milton trying to find somebody. She'll give it back to Nation on the wing. Going to try to go in left hand. Underhanded shot. She will, however, go to the line to shoot a pair. As it looks like Shields is called for the foul. Yep, that's her second, just the first on Holmes here in the second quarter. Coming back in the ball game for the Stars. It's J.C. Bishop. Now it looks like Gracie Corley going to get her first minutes of the game. Gracie Corley is a freshman from North Pontotoc. And the first one rattles in and out for Zoe Nation. Able to get that one in. Sloan pushes it back to a 3-point game as we're at the half-minute point of the second quarter. Bella Roberts on the wing, launching a long three, and there's a collision under the goal. Gracie Corley got going, couldn't stop, and collided with, I think it was Zoe Nation is who she collided with. But Corley's her first foul, and it'll be the second as the Stars are able to break the press. They get Lexi Robinson open for an easy bucket. Easy lay-in. Back out to a 5-point lead for the Stars. Savannah Haley off to Roberts, top of the key. Andrea Stovall drives, throws back out. There's a long three on the way, short from Corley. Ball is tipped over the end line, last touched by one of the Lady Bulldogs. now it's that sort of three-quarter press defense for the Lady Bulldogs as they get it up to Robinson to the Stars. Back out to Portillas. She's going to try to go right-hand stop, go up, in, under, before the shot called for travel. Carried the basketball there. So turnover gives it back to Holmes, trailing by 5 with 4 minutes to play in the first half. Roberts to Corley in the corner. Trying to go back to Roberts. She was hit over the back, but no call there. Gives it off to Nani Wright. Wright dribbling. Got to go between her legs, and she's called for the travel. Yeah, she kind of lost her momentum there, going a little bit too quickly. Kind of fell forward and walked with the basketball, and turnover gives it back to South Arkansas. Nation going to dump it off to Robinson, and it's going to be a charge. Nani Wright got in position there, and it was a charge on Robinson. So a whistle and a quick sub. Amanda Walker, freshman from Pearl, going to come into the game. Somebody's got to go out. I'm not great at math, but that was 6 people on the court. So it looks like Corley's going to go out. Originally, it looked like Nani Wright was going to get a breather, but Coach Goodnight changed her mind. So Corley sticks over there. And here on the drive, that one is going to be poked away from Stovall from behind. It'll stay with the Lady Bulldogs here on this end of the court. Haley inbounds it to Roberts. Roberts down low to Wright. She has it blocked on a turnaround jumper to Robinson. Gets the block, but the rebound goes to Walker, and then on the Walker throws it out to Wright, and then when Wright tries to go back in with the put-up, she's called for travel. We didn't add that other foul to Robinson, so she's got 2 now. 5 here in the second half in the second quarter on the Stars. Ball stolen away by Wright. She's going to try to go coast to coast. She gets a little floater up and good. 5 points for Nani Wright. It's back to a 3-point game. And then on the inbounds pass, DeAndrea Stovall making a great defensive play, knocks it out of bounds. The Stars will inbound it in front of their own bench. Now we're looking for, I'm not sure. One of the officials talking to the scores table. I don't know if they're changing possession arrow or what. Not sure. Not sure what that was about. So we're not at the scorers table. We're up high in the, I don't know, you call it the crow's nest, up here in the very top of Frank Branch Coliseum. Zoe Nation goes in, throws it off to Bishop. Bishop Portillas gets it. She'll try to go in, step. She has it blocked from behind by Savannah Haley. Haley tips it. Controlled by the Lady Bulldogs. Stovall looking for someone to help. Now she's going to go up and just be left wide open for an easy left-handed layup. Stovall's got 3 in the game now. Back to a 1-point game. That ball is tipped and last touched over the out-of-bounds line by a Bulldog. I believe it was Amanda Walker, the freshman from Pearl. Played her high school ball at Provine, former Provine Ram. 32-31, throwing into Portillas. She'll be called for the travel. I left her open on the wing and sailed it to her, and she saw that she was wide open, and she got a little too excited and walked with the basketball. Lady Bulldogs can try to take their first lead of the game. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Wright drives, kicks out, throws up to Walker. Airballs it too far. Portillas rebounds it, loses the handle on it. Now she stops, going to have to give it off to Buford. Buford finds Zoe Nation. Nation will drive, and she dips it off last second to Robinson, who's able to find the basket for 2. That's some good transition basketball for the Stars. Bella Roberts catches it on the wing, launches a three halfway down the cylinder and out, and it's going to be a foul on the rebound attempt. I believe that's going to go against Walker. Yep, it will be against Amanda Walker. It's our first, team's third. 97 seconds to go here in the first half of play. Nation looking for someone. Wild pass over her head to Robinson, and now Nation will step back and pull up a long three that hits nothing but net, but it didn't go through the cylinder first. So not quite an air ball, but didn't catch much. Let's see, Walker came out. We got a new player in for the Bulldogs. That's going to be Trinity Lewis, the freshman from Pensacola. Haley with a long three from the corner. No good. Jump ball after the long rebound. Possession arrow favors the visitors. So we had 68 seconds to go. And let's see, Alicia Skanes checks back in for the Stars. Zoe Nation brings it across the midcourt line as we'll hit the 1 minute mark. Portrillas on a little round motion play, comes around behind Nation and almost gets like the fullback handoff to her. And Portrillas is able to get it off the rim. She'll try to complete the old-fashioned three-point play. We mentioned she's the leading scorer for this South Arkansas team. And now she does complete the play. She's got 5. Back to a 6-point lead for South Arkansas. Andrea Stovall back to Roberts. Roberts, the leading scorer for the Lady Bulldogs. She's got 11. Long three by Haley, short. Nani Wright with the rebound, up and under. It's good. Nani Wright with 7. So the Stars lead it by 4. They can't quite hold it for the final shot. There's about a 1.5 second difference. That one's stolen away by Savannah Haley. Haley on a breakaway. Layup not good, but the tip in is from Nani Wright. 37-35 with 10 seconds to go. That ball's tipped away by Nani Wright. Oh, exactly 8 seconds on the clock. The Stars going to try to pad to their lead. 6. There's a Bulldog on the ground. Long shot for Nations is in and out. Rebound pulled down by the Bulldogs. However, it was Trinity Lewis not able to get a shot off. But hey, the Bulldogs are able to come back and make it. They erase a 10-point deficit. And now they just trail it by 2 at the half, 37-35. We're going to take a 10-minute break and grab some water, stretch our legs, and we'll be back here after this with the second half. After halftime, it is 37-35. Okay, we're back now. After halftime, 37-35 there for the Stars of South Arkansas. They have a couple of players with 8 points. Taziah Buford with 8, Zoe Nation with 8. Then you have Lexi Robinson with 6, Kylie Portiz with 5, Emma Kate McBride with 5, J.C. Bishop with 3, and Elena Milton with 2 for your Bulldogs. Leading scorer is Bella Roberts with 11 points in the contest. Turnaround jump shot. First one of the second half is off the mark for Savannah Haley. Nani Wright tracks down the rebound, gives it off to Stovall. So at the row across to Shields. Shields looking for someone, gives it up to Roberts. Roberts going to launch a long three, hits the front iron, no good. Rebound Nation for the Stars. But we mentioned, let's see, Bella Roberts with 11. It's Nani Wright with 9. After that, you got a couple of the Lady Bulldogs with 4. It's Savannah Haley, a long three, no good. Rebound pulled down by Roberts. Kelsey Frederick has 4. DeAndrea Stovall with 3. Caitlin Levy with 2. As there's a long right-handed banked off the glass, not there by Shields, but she is fouled. Will go to the line. Shields also has 2 for the Bulldogs. So that's going to be foul number 3 against Lexi Robinson. So that's pretty big. She's one of their bigger players, and the official are going to walk over and talk to Coach Nate Evans as Shields able to make the first free throw. 3 points for her. Makes the second one. She's perfect from the free throw stripe this evening, and that ties the ball game. And a quick throwaway up the court by Buford gives the Lady Bulldogs the basketball with their chance to take their first lead of the game. And now that one is tipped away out of bounds along the bench over there, as I believe that was Buford slicing through to try to grab that one. Savannah Haley bounce pass inbounds to Nani Wright. She's trying to back down the much larger defender. She throws it out to Shields, who gets a long three up. And then we got a tie up on the floor as Bella Roberts caught the rebound. And I believe that's going to be number 4 on Robinson. No, they call that one on Buford. That's her second. That would have been big. That would have been 4 on Robinson. Haley inbounds it. It's tipped away by Zoe Nation. So Haley going to keep it down here on this end of the court, inbounded in front of the Holmes bench. Bounce pass to Nani Wright. Nani Wright going to lean back a little, leaner away. Jump shot off the mark, not there. Rebound pulled down by Nation, and now she gives it back to Buford. Buford has it stolen away in the backcourt by Wright. Wright going to push it forward, stop, throw it off to Haley on the long three off the front iron, no good, but rebounding it, DeAndrea Stovall. She'll come back to the Holmes logo to reset it. Over to Shields on the wing, back up to Haley at the top of the key. Haley now, she's going to try to go all the way. A little floater, too hard. Rebound, Nani Wright. She's able to get it back up and good off the glass. And that is the first lead of the ball game for the Lady Bulldogs at 39-37. The transition here is broken up on a foul, a reach in by Bella Roberts. I think that's her first. It is her first, team's first. Inbound pass goes to Nation. She's left open on the wing. Rattles out, in and out of a three-point. Went about halfway down the cylinder. Comes back out. Long rebound goes to Savannah Haley. Haley going to drive, dump it off to Nani Wright. Nani Wright with a over-the-shoulder throw. Not good. And the rebound is pulled down by Portilla. She gives it off to Buford. Buford with a fancy move, and she's able to get the shooter's touch to get it to roll in off the finger roll. And it's her first points of the second half. She has 10 in the game now. So back to a tie ball game. Nani Wright gets it. Turnaround jump shot. No good. Partially blocked. She gets it out of the air. And now we'll bring it back on the wing to reset. She'll stop, spin, go up with the left hand. Short. Rebound is pulled down by Shields. Shields able to get it up and off the glass for 2. 6 points for Zaya Shields. The Bulldogs go back out in front, 41-39. Zoe Nation goes off to Kylie Portillas, who's going to try to drive in, go up, in, and around. Count the basket. See who the foul is on. There were 2 white jerseys in the area. Going to go against Roberts. It's her second. And so, Portillas, she can complete the three-point play the old-fashioned way she does. It's the second time tonight she's done that. 8 points for the leading scorer, or coming into the ball game, the leading scorer. Right now, the leading scorer for the Stars is Tazaya Buford. With that three-point play, the Lady Stars take the lead as there's a hard shot from the middle of the key by Shields. It won't roll in, and the rebound controlled by the visitors from El Dorado. Buford going to try to drive, throw up a shot off mark. She hits the turf, so does Haley. Her body's flying everywhere. Is going to be a quick pull-up jumper for Nani Wright. Rebound, Bella Roberts can't get it to go. Wright and Roberts fighting over it. Now we got a tie ball, and the possession arrow will give it to the visitors. There's a lot of second-chance opportunities there for the Lady Bulldogs, but not able to get one of them in. I believe that's Logan Smith bringing up the basketball. Or is that? No, that's Zoe Nation. Some of these numbers, you can't see them. They get turned away from you. Top of the three key, well short. Bella Roberts with the long rebound. Hands it off to Shields. Shields going to try to go. She'll throw it off to DeAndrea Stovall, who bakes home a 2. 5 points for the freshman from Doddsville, Mississippi. And the Lady Bulldogs reclaim the lead for about 5 seconds, long enough for Zoe Nation to finger roll one in. And now it's a back and forth affair. 44-43. Bounce pass down low to Stovall. And a quick jump shot by Nani Wright finds its mark. It's good. 13 points for Nani. The lead goes back to Holmes. Emma Kate McBride. Bounce pass down low. Stolen away by Wright. Wright stills it. Now the Lady Bulldogs have numbers. She kicks it off to Shields. Shields with a left-handed shot. High arcing, not there. Rebound fought for. Haley pulls it down. We'll give it back up top to Stovall. Now Stovall's left wide open. She'll bounce it, and it's going to be kicked, and no call. It definitely went off a foot of someone. And on the attempt to back up the floor, there will be a foul against the Lady Bulldogs. Let's see. Didn't see who we called it on. We'll wait till they put it up on the big board. Called it on Shields. That's her third. Imagine she will catch a break. She does. And Keely Latham, the freshman from Louisville, will get her first minutes of the evening. Going to the line will be Buford. 10 points already tonight. She's got 11, and if she makes this next one, she'll be the leading scorer in the ball game. As of now, Bella Roberts for Holmes has the most points. Well, Buford and her are tied with the most points. Not anymore. Buford able to get that second one in. She's got 12. 1 point lead for the visitors. Stovall on the wing to Latham. Latham looking for someone inside to Haley. Haley turnarounder, and she gets a 15-footer to go. 6 points for Savannah Haley. Lady Bulldogs back in the lead, 47-46. Kate McBride picks up her dribble on the wing. Trying to find someone, and did we get a timeout or a 5-second call? Got a 5-second call. Now, I wasn't sure if Coach Evans called a timeout there to keep from turning it over, but 5-second call. And the ball goes back to the Lady Bulldogs. I'm not sure if we told you the Lady Bulldogs on the season, they are 3-2. Bounce pass in the corner. Up to right. It goes up and under. She is fouled. That's going to be on Alicia Skanes. So Nani Wright will get to shoot a couple of shots. Excuse me, I was wrong earlier when I said that Buford was the leading scorer. Nani Wright's actually the leading scorer. She's got 13. And now she's got 14. That one rolls in off the front iron good. 15 points for the sophomore from Belzona. Lady Bulldogs with their largest lead of the game at 3, 49-46. Zoe Nation drives, flips it out on the wing, gets it back. She'll step back for a long three, short. And that rebound is last touched by one of the maroon jerseys, Tristan Kusmal. Trinity Kusmal. It'll be Lady Bulldog basketball. Bella Roberts gets a pass from Stovall. She gives it off to Latham. Latham trying to find some help as she picks up her dribble. Hand it off to Stovall. Stovall bounce pass to Nani Wright. Nani Wright steps in from about 8 feet and good. Little jump shot. 17 points for Stovall. Excuse me, for Wright. There's a whistle and a travel. And we have a whistle and a timeout on the floor. Lady Bulldogs, largest lead of the game, 51-46, as the visitors call a 30-second timeout. Tell you, the Lady Bulldogs 3-2 on the season. Their last game was earlier this week. It was a 78-72 loss up in Senatobia. Last week, played a couple of games and were able to win those at Hines, an 80-70 win. Took on Tougaloo College's JV squad and won that one 66-59 on November 3rd. An elementary day game where all the area elementary schools came here was a big win over East Mississippi 71-59. And we already mentioned earlier how the opening game of the season, they lost a close one to Delgado Community College down in New Orleans. So that's where the Lady Bulldogs sit on the season, 3-2. Last season, they were 16-11, and they had an even mark, 7-7 in MAC play. After the timeout, it'll be Bulldogs basketball. Savannah Haley throws it in the corner to Stovall. Stovall back to Haley, just exchanging passes. Now Haley going to drive, step in from about 13 feet, rattles one in and out. No good. Clock under 3 minutes to play. Still a 5-point lead for the Bulldogs. Zoe Nation, she'll drive, go up with the right hand, had it hit under the backboard. Now numbers for the Bulldogs. Nani Wright going to try to take it all the way. That'll be a charge. So that one's going to go against Nani. It's her second foul. Yeah, the Bulldogs had numbers there, but Wright going to try to take it coast to coast, and it was Buford that took the charge. Emma Kate McBride will bring it up for the Stars. She goes behind the back dribble, hand off to Zoe Nation, who launches a long three, rattles in and out, not there. Rebound, fought for, tipped over the inline, now trying to save it was, I believe that was Kusmal. And she could not. Threw it into her own bench there, so it'll be Bulldog basketball. Bulldogs with a 5-point lead. They trailed for all of the first half and about half of the second half. As a turnaround 15-footer for Haley goes in. She's got 8 points. 7-point lead for the Bulldogs. Long three-point attempt from Emma Kate McBride. It's no good. Rebound is pulled down by Kusmal. She'll try a turnaround jumper. Still not there. Rebound tipped. Fawning for That time it is knocked away. Now we got a hard foul on the floor. Alicia Skanes came behind Nani Wright. Knocked her down. So that'll be her second. Yeah, Haley came by and knocked it away from Skanes, who had gotten a long rebound. And then when Haley kind of tipped it towards Nani Wright, Skanes kind of came over the back right there and called for the foul. I have that as her second foul. It's the team's fourth. So, Lady Bulldogs trying to pad their lead. Long three-point shot by Savannah Haley is off the mark. Rebound pulled down by Nani Wright. And we got a whistle and a technical on the bench against Holmes, I believe. Yep. Technical on the bench. So that was even before the shot. Get a chorus of boos from the Holmes Bulldogs fans here in attendance. So we'll get Nation go to the line to shoot the freebies. I have some stats somewhere and tell you what she shoots from the line. She can't make that one. Nation coming into the game was at 100% from the free throw line. Now it's early in the season. I don't have the stats on how many she has made, but I can tell you she's not 100% anymore. She missed the first one but made the second one. So technical on the bench means two shots and possession of the basketball. So 53-47 at the 92nd mark of the third quarter. Nation running around. She's going to spin and probably be called for a travel. No. They're going to call a foul. It's going to be a foul on the Bulldogs. It'll be foul number 5 on the team, so Nation will get to shoot. That foul was called against Stovall. Looking like they just got tied up there at the top of the key, and that Portillo's fell down while dribbling the basketball, which would be a travel. But it's going to be a foul against the Bulldogs, and boy, the Stars can come away with a lot of points on this possession as Portillo's makes the first free throw. Makes the second one. So all in all, you get 3 points out of the possession after the technical. Makes it 53-49. Holmes in the lead. So Stovall going to try to drive. Has the ball tipped away. Now she gets it back, throws it across the court, and she gets fouled. That'll be the 5th foul against the Stars, so she'll go to the line. Believe that one is going to go against Logan Smith. It will. That's her first. 65 seconds to go. Stovall steps to the line, 1 of 2 from the charity stripe this evening. The left-hander, and free throws good. 7 points for Shields. And that one's good. Nice. Shields is perfect from the charity strike. 6 out of 6. 55-49. They got a minute to play in the third quarter. Now we got a hold or a push on Nani Wright, way away from the basket. But Kylie Portillas, the leading scorer, or coming into the game, the leading scorer for the South Arkansas Stars, goes to the line. That's 3 fouls on Nani Wright. So I think she'll probably catch a little bit of a break right here as Portillas makes that one good. And makes the second one. So we got a lot of subs coming in here. 2 or 3 it looks like. Let's see, Kelsey Fedrick comes back in. And I believe that's Gracie Corley. Yes, she's going to inbound the basketball for the Lady Bulldogs. Stovall throws it up to Haley. Haley goes back up top to Corley. Corley on the wing to Stovall. Stovall looking for someone. A shot from Haley is short. Rebounded out by Trinity Cussmall. Throws it up to Buford. Buford going to try to go quickly. Steps up, has it knocked away. And then a loose ball goes up to Zoe Nations, who launches a teardrop three. That's her second from behind the arc. And just like that, we're back to a one-point game. Shot clock turned off, so the Lady Bulldogs can hold for this final shot of the third quarter. So Haley will throw it back up to Stovall. Stovall moving the offense with 10 seconds left. Bella Roberts running around the perimeter, hands off to Haley with 6. Bulldogs going to have to go quickly. Roberts is going to drive, stop, pull up, throw one in, and no good. So, at the end of the third quarter, the Bulldogs have a 1-point lead at 55-54. Let us take a swig of water here, and we'll try to take a look at some stats. So, for the Lady Bulldogs, it's Nani Wright, 17 points in the game. And then after that, let's see, it's probably still going to be Bella Roberts with 11. Savannah Haley had a good quarter. She's got 8 points now. Stovall with 5. Shields has 8. So that's what it looks like for the Lady Bulldogs. For the visitors, you had Josiah Buford and Zoe Nation both had 8 at halftime. Let's see, Buford's got 12, but Nation has 16 here in the, or shouldn't have 16 in the third quarter, but she had 8 in the third quarter to make it 16. And Portillo's has got 12. So let's look at the scores. We got 10 minutes left in the game and a 1-point lead for the Lady Bulldogs. Bulldogs throw it down low to Kelsey Frederick. She's going to back in against Milton and called for the travel. It worked. You got a good matchup right there between Frederick and Milton. Similar size players, so neither one really has a strength, but Frederick, she got the better of that, but just called for the travel, and now there's another travel. Pack your bags. Everybody's traveling. I don't know where we're going, but everybody's traveling. Well, the teams trade turnovers to start the fourth quarter. Shields inbounds it to Stovall. Stovall back up to Roberts, who will launch a long three. Doesn't hit anything. Saved over the inline by Frederick, but she saves it back to a maroon jersey of Zoe Nation. Nation dribbling, gets it off to Milton. Milton back up top to Logan Smith. Smith back to Buford. I don't know if Josiah Buford has come off the court as Milton's called for the moving screen there. That is her fourth. Yeah, that's her fourth. Team's first here in the final period. And Stovall has the ball tied up as she had picked up her dribble, and Zoe Nation comes in, just grabs it. So tie up, and the possession arrow favors the visitors. And now we got 6 players on the court for South Arkansas. So, yeah, Milton never came off the floor after the substitution. And then we got something going on there. Keep looking up at the scoreboard. I don't know if they have to reset the time. Maybe. I don't know. Not really sure what happened there, but they didn't put any time back on the clock, so it'll just be basketball. 55-54, Holmes with the 1-point lead. Zoe Nation trying to find someone. Portillis with 15 feet away from the basket. She'll try to drive in. Puts up a long right hand, not there. Rebound goes by Lexi Robinson. Grabs it, throws it off the glass, in, and gets the foul. See who the foul was called on. Is it called on Roberts? Nope. It's going to be called on Frederick. Her second, team's first. But that is 2 for Robinson. Trying to make the old three-point play. Cannot. It's short. The rebound is saved by the Lady Bulldogs. Haley throws it up to, I believe that's Shields going very quickly. Who can't finish the play. Gets her own rebound. Will try to go back up. Can't finish the play. Gets another one of her own rebounds. Throws back out to Bella Roberts. Wide open on the wing for 3. Still not good. And that time it's cleared out by the Stars. So, here on the other end of the floor, ball's tipped out of bounds. It'll stay on this end with the visitors. They have a 1-point lead, 56-55. Long 3 is in and good. Logan Smith, she didn't have, those are her first points of the game, but they come at a crucial point in the game as that's 3, and it will give the visitors a 4-point lead, 59-54. Haley's three-pointer from the wing won't go. And on the push back up the floor is going to be a whistle and a travel. Well, it looks like the Bulldogs are going to try to get Nani Wright in. She's got 3 fouls, so she took a little time. They wanted her to be in leading scorer for the end of the game. The Lady Bulldogs trying to weather the storm without her on the court. Here, Savannah Haley rattles in a jump shot from about 12 feet out. 10 points for her. The pass down the middle of the lane. That's going to be a jump up tie ball. We'll give it back to the Lady Bulldogs. Great defensive play by Zaya Shields. They found Robinson open on a little backdoor cut, but Shields just kind of stuck her hand out and held the ball when Robinson went up. So goes down as a tie ball, and that possession arrow gives it to the Bulldogs as Nani Wright. No, it looks like Haley's going to come out. So originally it looked like Amanda Walker was going to go to the bench, but now Savannah Haley, the sophomore from Centerville, transferred from Southwest Mississippi Community College. She will get a break as Walker throws down low to Wright. Wright going to be triple teamed in the key. Ball on the floor. Loose basketball pulled away by Zoe Nation. Yeah, they all kind of converged on Nani Wright. She's been deadly under the paint right there with a little turnaround jump shot, so they weren't going to let her get anything off right there. Buford going to try to drive in. Stutter steps. Banks one off the glass for 2. 14 for Josiah Buford. It's a 4-point lead for the Stars. Bella Roberts can't connect on a 3 on the wing. Zoe Nation gets the rebound. She'll move it forward. And Logan Smith left wide open again for a 3, but this time cannot connect, and it's Bella Roberts, the freshman from Winona, who gets it, and she'll try to go coast to coast. She does, and 1. Count the basket. Bella Roberts, 13. She can complete the old-fashioned three-point play. Some fun trivia here. You know, you don't often hear of the Stars as a mascot, but we have South Arkansas. They're the Stars. Bella Roberts, where she played high school ball, their mascot, also the Stars. Winona Christian. She does complete the old three-point play. She's 4 out of 5 from the free throw line. She's got 14 in the game, but a quick moving ball up the court has Robinson is blocked by Amanda Walker, but Zoe Nation gets the long rebound. Now Walker goes back and gets the tie up and draws the foul. Boy, Amanda Walker using every bit of that 5'11 frame to swat them when they're coming through the middle. The foul goes against Lexi Robinson, and that's her 5th. So her evening is finished. 61-60, approaching the halfway point of the fourth quarter. Lady Bulldogs trail it by 1. Cut through the middle, and the pass is a little too hard. Walker had Shields cutting through the paint and just led her a little bit too much. Like a quarterback just maybe threw it a little bit out in front of its wide receiver. Going to a similar situation right there. Pressure in the backcourt, diving for the ball on the court. It'll be a tie-up and give the ball to South Arkansas. Zoe Nation was double-teamed in the back by Bella Roberts and Nani Wright and lost the handle. She dove for it, and then I believe it was Nani Wright also diving for it. But as they were both on the floor, it's called for the jump ball, tie-up. So Logan Smith will inbound it in front of the scorer's table. And guarded by Roberts. And going to have a quick timeout. Yeah, Coach Nate Evans had to call the timeout, was forced to call the timeout right there. Good defense by the Lady Bulldogs. That is going to be a 30-second timeout. I'll tell you more about, no, never mind. It's going to be a 60-second timeout. El Dorado, Arkansas. That's where the South Arkansas Stars come from. It's a 3.5-hour drive from there to here in Goodman. And a relatively young program. Just started basketball back in 2019 and 2020. So relatively young. Just started baseball back in 2022. And interestingly enough, just started baseball in 2022. Made the World Series in 2023. So a young athletic program coming over here to take on the Bulldogs, who have a proud athletic tradition. Zoe Nation's jump ball is no good. Rebound thrown in and pulled down by Amanda Walker. And then she is fouled right away. That's going to be against Nation. I believe it is going to be one of those flagrant one situations. I didn't see any tech called, but it might end up being, like I said, like a flagrant one situation. I didn't see any technical signal given, but it will be against, no, it's not against Nation. It's against Portillo's. It's just her second. So, yeah, looks like they're going to let Walker shoot her free throws. They had Bella Roberts lined up to shoot free throws. So Walker's going to shoot hers. Makes the first one. And that ties the game. That's her first point of the game. Can't make the second one. So now, Bella Roberts will go and shoot her free throw attempts. Roberts, we mentioned just a few minutes ago, she is 4 for 5 from the free throw line. Now we're going to have a meeting by the officials. And they're trying to determine, like I said, sort of a, I don't know if it's a flagrant 1 or flagrant 2 situation. I believe in a flagrant 2 situation, you get ejected, I believe. I don't see that Portillo's has been ejected. So now we go back to the scorer's table. But we are tied at 61. Got some in-house DJ playing the Jeopardy theme music, kind of livening the crowd up here as the cheerleaders have had a good little fun with that. So we're still just trying to sort out what's going on. Looks like whatever's going to happen, Bella Roberts is going to go shoot a pair of free throws. Bully the mascot is led down to take a nap down here under the goal off to our left. As I mentioned, we're up in the crow's nest. Sometimes in basketball you can be at the scorer's table, but we're up here. John Alden Crosby on the camera over here, working the stream and also hitting the scoreboard up, being a producer. So now we're going to have the coaches meet at the scorer's table, I guess, to get some sort of explanation from the officials. This is the first half, just the first game of our doubleheader. We're going to have the men's games after this. We'll take a break, in between the ball games. I'm not sure, maybe 15, 20 minutes. I'm not sure how much time they put on the clock between games, but we will take a break. And then you can take a break as well, wherever you have to go. You have to get you something to drink, get you some supper, and then come back for the second half of our doubleheader for the men's game. Hopefully it's as exciting as this one. Now it says 61-60. Can we just tie the game? Anyway. Bella Roberts hits it. She's got 15, and now we're tied. They just had to score wrong earlier. And she makes both of them, does Bella Roberts. 5 out of 6 from the free throw stripe. So Lady Bulldogs will get the basketball after the fact. 62-61. Roberts gets it. She's going to try to drive, stops, and she'll be fouled. That's Taziah Buford calling for the foul. That's her third. Team's, well, doesn't matter. I'll say the sixth, but it's already in the bonus. Oh, Roberts makes that one good. Comes up empty on that one. She gets her own rebound. Thought about pulling a three, but he's going to hand it back off to Stovall. Now Roberts will drive. Going back out to Walker. Walker in the corner to Stovall. Stovall working the middle. She'll go all the way and bank off one off the glass for 2. 7 points for Shields, and somehow Zoe Nations is left wide open to go for a easy lay-in, but she can't complete it. Rebound Walker, so let's see. The Bulldogs got, 6 points out of one possession? That last time as Stovall drives to the basket. She'll be fouled. That goes on Logan Smith, just her second. But Stovall can shoot a couple. It's that one to rattle in and good. Second free throw from the left-hander rattles in and out. No good. But it's a 5-point lead for Holmes, 66-61 with 4 minutes to play. Got an exciting conclusion to this one. Orchillis hands off to Logan Smith. Smith going to try to go, kick it out last second to Kussmaul on a long three. No good. Rebound. Walker had it in her hand, had it knocked away by Nation. She'll step back and pull up jumper from inside the arc is good. Nation with her first points of the fourth quarter. Quick timeout by Coach Nate Evans. 66-63. That is a full 60-second timeout. We'll tell you about some events coming up here in Goodman with the Carols of Christmas show. You're looking for something to do here on the Goodman campus. It's going to be Thursday, November 30th, 6:30 at the McDaniel Auditorium. We have the Concert Chorale, the Coachman Singers, and the Holmes Connection. We'll get you in the Christmas spirit. Thursday, November 30th. Well, it's 2 weeks from tonight, I guess it is. So, after the timeout, it'll be Bulldogs basketball with a 3-point lead. Looks like Bella Roberts going to inbound it to DeAndrea Stovall. Going to be guarded in the backcourt by Logan Smith, but able to cross the half-court line. Handoff goes to Shields. Shields has it knocked away as she drives in. It's going to be a foul. Excuse me, I thought it was just knocked out of bounds. That's a foul. That's going to be 3 on Zoe Nations. So Shields will go to the line. She's perfect from the stripe. Still perfect from the stripe. 7 out of 7. Gives her 9 points. Now she's got 10 points. Perfect from the line. 68-63. It looks like Milton comes into the ball game for the visitors. Elena Milton. She's got a couple of points tonight. It's Zoe Nation. Pretty much been the Zoe Nation and Tanaya Buford show, and there it is right there. Except that is Nation over to Portrillas, who banks one off the glass for 2. She's had a bigger second half than she did the first half. Shields is going to drive, has it partially blocked, and the loose ball coming out of the air goes into the arms of Logan Smith. And gives it off to Buford. She'll try to go throw up a shot off the right side, won't go, but Nani Wright will be called for the foul. It's going to be her 4th. Good news for Holmes, it's just the second team foul, and that was on the floor, so no shots. Looks like Coach Goodnight going to leave Nani Wright in on the inbounds play. It's knocked away by Haley. Bella Roberts picks up the loose ball. She's going to try to go, and she will get one off the glass from the left side. She's got 19. Back out to a 5-point lead for the Lady Bulldogs. Under 3 minutes to play. It's 70-65. Zoe Nation dribbling, working against Haley. She passes it back out to Milton. Milton gives it to Buford. We got a collision. And it looks like Shields is going to be charged with the foul. She is? No, excuse me. Stovall charged with the foul. That's her second. Buford comes in, steps just inside the 3-point line. Milton with a high rebound, turnaround jump shot, no good. Nani Wright rebounds it, crosses midcourt, then slows up. Will give off to her point guard, Stovall. Bounce pass to Bella Roberts, who's open in the backdoor cut. Lays it in good. 21 points in the game for the freshman from right up the road in Montgomery County. Bella Roberts, 72-65. Zoe Nation left open to go for a right-handed layup. Nani Wright pulls down the rebound, throws back up to Roberts, who finds her way up. Can't complete it that time, though. Almost just seemed like she was going a little bit too fast. Buford gets the rebound. She'll be fouled as she tries to go up for a layup. That one's going to go against Shields. Will be her 3rd or her 4th. Still haven't put it up on the screen yet. It's the 4th on Holmes. That is going to be the 4th on Shields. So Buford will go to the line. She's 3 for 4 from the charity stripe. Comes up empty there. She's at 14 in the contest. 2 minutes to play. She makes that one. About a 6-point game with 1:59 on the clock. Now it starts ticking as the Lady Bulldogs inbound it. Stovall guarded by Logan Smith. Stovall gives off to Shields. Shields, bounce pass back out to 90 right, got 20 on the shot clock. Shields, got to get her defender in the air, pulls in, goes up and in, banks one off the glass, draws the foul. Big play by Shields, 12 points for her. Can give the Bulldogs a 9-point lead if she makes her free throw. She does. Remains perfect from the free throw line. 9 out of 9 for Zaya Shields, the transfer out of Pearl River Community College. 90 seconds to play. Bulldogs with a 9-point lead. Zoe Nation moves in, gives up her dribble, passes off to Logan Smith. She'll pull it back out to Nation. Nation drives, left hand, no good. Rebound Haley for the Bulldogs. Bounce pass back out to Stovall. Stovall throws it forward to Shields. A little bit too much to handle. It was a Black Crows pass. Hard to handle. Minute 10 to go. Emma Kate McBride running point for the Stars. Being guarded by Stovall. Throw down low to Milton. Milton able to work through a defense by Nani Wright, but cannot complete the play. And on the pushback up the floor, Nani Wright's going to have to reach in. Foul against Zoe Nation. Her fourth. Nani Wright is 4 out of 6 on free throws, as let's see, J.C. Bishop will come into the game. Nani Wright with 17 points. First double-digit lead of the ball game for the Lady Bulldogs. Wright able to make that one as well. So there's a quick timeout by Coach Nate Evans. And that's going to be a full timeout, I believe. Last time we gave a 30-second timeout signal, and it was a full timeout. Anyway. If you're just now tuning in, it's been a close game. It was a tale of two halves. First half was really controlled by South Arkansas. At the end of the first quarter, they led the Bulldogs by 10, 25-15. However, the Bulldogs were able to claw back into it, and at the half, trailed it by just 2, 37-35. We're finally able to take the lead midway through the third quarter. Then we had a number of lead changes. It was back and forth there for a little bit. We ended the third quarter with the Lady Bulldogs having a 1-point lead, 55-54. And now we have 55 seconds on the clock, an 11-point lead for Coach Goodnight and the Lady Bulldogs. For Trillis, she'll drive, stop, turn around jumper. Short, rebounded Bella Roberts. Roberts gives it to Shields. Shields will be fouled by Logan Smith on the push up the floor, and should be her third. Oh. Shields with 12 points. And stays perfect from the stripe, 10 out of 10. Held her breath on that one. That one had to roll in. Gets that one as well. 11 out of 11 from the free throw line. 79-66. 35 seconds to go. Emma Kate McBride gives it off to Kylie Portiz. She pulls up a long three. Short will rebound off the rim out of bounds. So shot clock is turned off. Not sure if the Stars are going to foul or anything here. As Stovall will just push it across the line, hand it off to Shields, and then there'll just be some motion away from the basket as the Lady Bulldogs will look like we're going to whistle it out or just run it out, but it'll be a foul. And Savannah Haley can go to the line to pad her stat line. A foul, just for those of you keeping score at home, goes against Kylie Ortiz. Haley Shoots a free throw, gets it in and good. She's 3 for 3 from the line. She's got 11 points. And the second one won't roll in, so 6 seconds left. One final shot goes up from the corner for J.C. Bishop, and that will do it. The Lady Bulldogs come back and get the win, 80-66 over the Stars of South Arkansas. Real quickly, a look at stats for the Lady Bulldogs. Leading all scorers will be Bella Roberts with 21. And then you look at Nani Wright with 19 for the Lady Bulldogs. Going down to Zaya Shields with 13. But the more impressive feat there is that she was 11 of 11 from the free throw